Hey, this is Pierre Draco working at Planet Technologies talking. I wanted to show you a perfect example where you need to prompt a better way to get the right information, or at least to be in the better condition to have access to the right information or to check if it's the right information. So here I'm going to prompt a simple prompt, create a table with population for every state, the average age, the number of hospital beds, the percentage of bed per population. And what I had at the end is cite the source you used to make the table. This is the magical sentence you can add at the end. So I'm not going to put it so you can see the difference. So here it looking on internet because I have web grounding enabled and it gives me a result. And maybe I cannot trust the result because here we can see here there is no citation here. I don't know where this data is coming from. It's not coming from my Microsoft 365 tenant because I don't have this information. I don't know where it's coming from. So now if I add cite the sources you used, so it tells me, well, I don't know. So let's start the same prompt. And this time I say and cite the sources. And let's see the difference. So I recommend really to add this in all your prompt. Finish your prompt with cite the sources just to be sure you have access to where Copilot found this information. Usually it does it when the information is inside your tenant, but when it's outside, it doesn't. So here I can see he found the population data. So that way you can also see its process. He found information in one site and apparently in another site to get the population. So there are two sources here. Then the average age, he found it in two places. I don't know how he chose if they're the same or not. And then the hospital bed data he found in two sources. So you can check then, if this information is valid. So here I can see there's staff beds here. Um, so I'm not sure, see here it's staff beds. So might not be total number of beds. I don't know what it means staff beds, but you can see how he built it. And you can see clearly here the hospital beds is a round number, so it's really surprising. So that's why you want to have to ask the source to be sure that it's accurate and not be trapped with wrong information, which is the case I think here. But at least I can check because at the end of my prompt, I made sure to ask Copilot to cite the sources. So don't forget to add this little sentence at the end of your prompt, especially when you're crawling, when you're doing web grounding, just to be sure where the information is coming from. And I would not recommend really to look at that kind of information where you trying to have specific numbers on a large number of item. It's not very large, but still, because that's where it can make mistakes or invent things, and that's why you should add cite sources just to be sure. It may be helping you to find the different sources and check if what's valid or not. Hope this was insightful.